That was a tough opening game, facing what I consider the best team in the state. There's two of the top pitchers we'll see all year with Cooper and Champagne. That was a tough battle. I didn't want to come down on our hitters too hard because I knew the type of pitching they were facing on opening day. Some of these guys hadn't faced live pitching in 3 weeks or so. So to have to come in and battle against those tough arms is a challenge. We had battled them in the state tournament last year. They were coming off a state championship the year before that, so we kind of knew what we were going to run into. It could have gone either way, but I'm proud of the way we battled. We never gave up. I told Rhodes after the before the meeting right there that just like we ended the season last year in the regionals, where we rallied back every game in the regionals and open up this year playing the same way. So that shows the type of character that we've got, and I'm proud of the way we battled. Luke was outstanding. We looked up in the second inning. I think he was at 40-something pitches. We were all right, well, because we don't want our pitchers going that long. And we're like, all right, who are we going to get up next? Well, then he has a couple of quick innings. We look up, and he's in the pitch counts in the 60s in the sixth. And I looked at Coach Twitty. I said, if we have a quick inning, he's not even anywhere near pitch count. Do you want to run him out for the seventh? But Weagle stepped up. He was in that same role last year, kind of a half closer, half setup guy. So we had him ready, and we had Colby Richardson ready to close if we had to have another one. So Weagle came in and did exactly what he did last year in that role. Great at bat by Chris. He reached out, grabbed the fastball, and just drilled it. Had a couple of bad at bats earlier, but again, guys like that face adversity early, and he didn't hang his head. He still had confidence and had the at bat that we needed. And to give credit to the guys ahead of him that got on base to be able to make that happen with Noah Moore, Jamarcus, and Jackson getting on ahead of him. And I told the guys, the plate to plate, and I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to get guys thrown out, but I felt that was a time to be aggressive, try to get another run across, because against that pitch, and I don't know that we would have gotten another hit. It was a tough battle, so I thought our best chance to get an extra run was try to score everybody from first. So yeah, we took some chances. These are just kind of non-conference extra games, so kind of learn a little something about our team. That's what this weekend's all about, is try to get to know the players. I've known them from scouting and recruiting during the high school season, but to be a part of this team and kind of learn what kind of people they are. Do they listen? Are they willing to learn and make adjustments? And that's what this weekend's about. So, we'll mix it up a little bit tomorrow. We got some other changes we'll make. Got some other pitchers. But the goal of this weekend is to get everybody in the game, get all of our pitchers at least an inning on our home mound, and see what we got. This year is about half and half. It's we've got a good core group. Obviously we lost some pieces, some key pieces and leaders with Josh Williams and Nick Foster, Aiden Palmer, guys like that kind of spurred us on there in the playoffs during the season. But we've got with Colin and Jackson, Schmar's back for his third year. Brody Cook, when he returns from his trip, he's back for his third year. So we've got some veteran leadership out there, and the lineup you see tonight won't be the same next week. So once we get everybody back, and actually it's every year it seems like we don't have enough pitching. We got to the regional of the World Series, we felt like we didn't have enough pitching. So this year we got 13 guys that can pitch. You probably won't see all 13, but if something happens, we've got them available. But we've got a core group of 8, maybe 9 that we'll go to. Basically everybody's number one pitcher from each team around the local area that, and we can get some good innings in, and they have the seasons that they had during the high school season, we'll be okay. Yeah, I think the pitching will be the strength. We're deeper than we normally are with the arms that we feel like we go to. Our job right now, especially through this weekend, is to figure out who's the best starters, who's going to be the closer, who's going to be the setup guys. We got an idea, but we need to see them, in game action to see if that's how if what we think is going to happen is really what we need to roll with. I think this year's offense is more. I think we're more on the big power guys than the speed guys, and we got a few guys that can run a little bit. But I think we've got more of the big bats, the extra bases. Unfortunately, a lot of times that leads to more strikeouts, which I'll just have to adjust to. But we're gonna have to. Those guys are gonna have to learn how to play small ball throughout the year, or else they won't be able to play for me. That's just the type of offense we run.